Summer. Our next reader is Jennifer Stella. Jennifer just returned to her last year of medical school in San Francisco after taking a year off to work on her MFA in poetry at Brooklyn College. Now on a leave of absence from the MFA to be finished after the residency, she only likes things that are complicated, much like the body she often writes about. Jenny used to think that writer was who she was and doctor was what she did. This year, she's learned that both are both. Her poetry and prose have appeared or are forthcoming in The Drunken Boat, Switched on Gutenberg, The Brooklyn Review, and others. After a poetry and reading-filled year in New York City where she learned to weird it up, this is her first reading in San Francisco, so please let's give a warm San Francisco welcome to Jennifer Stella.
Doppler mornings. In Rome, all roads lead from recliners, where if slaves pay taxes, it's Tuesday, and wheels on sloops skid into radios that were never dyslexic. It's broken bumpers in brown bags embroidered with apples, a banana in season. Otherwise, fly half aisles, oiled pin cushions, and corrugated bottles on the porch of cheap pails and carnival lions in tarnished freezers. Coins don't fit in yogurt carts, so change the salt dough and rattles like Mariana kelp and filters, front teeth, tents in Michigan, and steel mesh stocking chairs from a guidebook. Barging rivers that aren't quills, there is danger in forgetting your plastic tray of heaped alphabets, as in chocolate twisted ants count as soybeans or doorways. Each day you learn poker queens, incinerated squirrels, like mango bars dip codes, baskets of horses, real or with rainbows, have 3 hooves bitten off in fractals. 2. The rolling villanelle in Oakland, a whale, a whale, a whale, halting lemon ferrets, a whale, ceiling or slugs or detrusers, the whale, hunting grog and fly jars, bust-in lapping cheetahs, the whale, placenta palming berries, a whale, lysing peanuts for abscorbic castles, saccharin nodding research, the whale, colanders beaching powdered popsicles, a whale. 3. Irene and the worms are untwined and cores in the miyage edamame served with miso are for high BP, and aqueduct drips in Henri IV's revelation of leeward lace for uneven barristers, and wigs are for plastified cat women in Alexandria, or cherry mall blossoms for Smithsonian or pomegranate ling-ling skin beetles on jagged candelabras and spinning wheels for Calder, or chiseled horns listing thyme, rosemary, and keyhole manioc, tenses like mead without phyllo, and spinach lodged in tectonic von Trapps, or oxen with apple-pixeled graveyards without incisors, braying St. Louis, leashes and albatross in eyebrows last June, gnarled shoulders on signposts and Santas. 4. 1, 6, 10, and 24 transducers at most. 5. The right talcum empire removes quasi-zirconium dove dawn, the world, impaled nail beds in mirrors, imprints in color, floppy disks, and no more Italians if rubber mortar can't pulse the fermenting elevator gumballs. Lazy cows and, or Talmud, says the scarf, like serendipity and, or chalice, submarines or saloons and beaks, and adobe not drinking, no names. Insert octopus. It's still early, and exams are over with red malted, unlike the lintel, no. Broomstick this time, but trestles incandescent and meters unimmune to blankets. Okay. I have a few from my beloved San Francisco. Soma. 7-day stay requires a green card to refer illegal infections. Lou said, learn with lids closed. It's not a target, but a hill. Chest x-rays are like quarantines, and this hospital with wards sounds like jail. Everyone knows 86 means AIDS. 5mm shelter. 5mm prison, pregnant, diabetic. 10mm health worker. Dear reader, you are 15. In this city of most sickness, cardboard signs learn, never trust the weather. Inner to outer sunset. Who has time to scrub? Blood in bathtubs stains for good. Scrawls making lists of reasons are pathology to live. A will without a passenger is a selfish ocean. Death of nominal wall would be deliberate on the right of the white line. And so we drive, empty, the city of no lefts. Okay. So this one is from yesterday, so we'll see how that goes. This is dedicated to my quorum of New York poets. The Interlocutors. It is a privilege to live in hell. Demeter no fury like the 4, 5, 6 at 5 fluorescent capacious cells, where 3 fucking bridges cross a carousel, and poets perch to watch or dive past pathognomonic pillars and a gutted skyline. A river for bodies. Too slow and less smoking, too swarmed human traffic and waist-level tourniquets bruise in and out. Howard strap hangers are always and never alone. You aren't here, you aren't everywhere, every night, or corner a bodega of beer and wilted fruit. Scream and 16 million eyes won't blink. Deaf and day-old dirt. Go for like. Learn to sentence errant weekends and whatever stares. Ungridded grid. A prison under airport. Insinuate soy, heroin, bullet blood, and handcuffs, glitter shards, legs molded into spokes. But you love it here. Too true to be good. It takes hell to draw a church where poets pray like orgasm, books undone in wind, fall-colored tables, faces so familiar you've heard them read, seen them here, or known them in another life. This windowed river, church, oxidizes green, ironic torch, immigrants welcome, just words. Ojalá, ojalá, a raft, wraps still smoking abscess of earth. Memoriam means highest incision for wings. Glass planes, oblique, up, 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 the only way to measure a year in construction for the dead. Okay, so I have 2 more. These are from a much longer series in progress, titled Your Lapidarium Feels Rot, and a lapidarium is a museum for rocks. And if the title doesn't make sense, that's because it doesn't. Your lapidarium feels rot. When the bay collapsed on Tuesday, it wasn't shrapnel some jumpers survive, like cobblestones side by side and radiant. Sightless waking ships are from Japan or everywhere, almost alone. while listing from the sun, no one moves, or gold. It's a mid-Atlantic beach as an equatorial, its setting sun on the left of the bus going north to remember where sun sets. It's not your name ticket, ignored ID for grafted name. An obvious neck, eponymous jungle, what an engine does over 8 hours, cassava agglutined or days soaked in gear shafts. Medusa spiral scars and undertow hammocks for long shoulders this story. Thank you.